pogies. These are actually really nice thread fins, not pogies. Money bait right there, nice thread fin. All right, well, we just banged out about 80 thread fin. I thought they were pogies at first, but they were definitely thread fin. And we're gonna run offshore, but I am going to tell y'all more about that when we get on out there. The EVO live well, 18 EVO live well is sick for this. I mean, those thread fin swimming in perfect circles in there, nice round edges so they're not running into corners and stuff like that. And the flow spins the water just perfectly, so they're moving around in current. But yeah, let's go ahead and run. And I'll talk to you guys when I get on out there. All right, well, good morning guys, and welcome to the beautiful and very blue Atlantic Ocean. It looks, I mean, beautiful out here. And we're gonna be running around looking for a triple tail, kingfish, hopefully some cobia today. And the weather just seems just right. It's like a pinch breezy, just a pinch, but the swells are absolutely no problem today for the EVO. It is probably a very light and slow rolling, like maybe 1 to 2, 0 to 1. I mean, it's pretty flat for the most part, no problem. But I figured we'd just take a second right here. I'm a handful of miles out now. I got probably another 25 minutes to run, maybe 20 minutes to run to where I want to start fishing. But I'm gonna go ahead and get rigged up now and get all my rods ready to go. So when I'm there, we're ready to fish. But it is beautiful out here. I mean, this is probably the biggest reason I got the EVO, was to do stuff like this. I mean, really cool stuff like this. So we're gonna look for a handful of species today and just look to get into whatever we possibly can. So that is that. I'm gonna get, I got about 6 rods in this boat, get them all rigged up, and our baits are happy in there. So I'm excited, We're gonna get into something today. But man, we're running deep offshore into the blue water on the 18 EVO today. So let's do it, we'll get rigged up. All right, there is a free swimming sailfish right up ahead. I'm gonna put on a thread fin, see if I can get a bait in front of it. I don't see where the sailfish went. It was free jumping right here. There's a lot of bait right here. I don't know if the sail was, I know I'm very new to all this, but I know they free jump sometimes just because. I'm not sure if it's because they're feeding on something or I don't know what the reason is, but it was a nice sailfish. Just gonna drop this bait back and just putz along with it, see if maybe I can pick them up here. That would be sweet. Dolphin on. Nice fish. Oh, that is sick. Just was trolling the bait there and I noticed it started to get a little spooky and I went and picked up the rod. It's a decent dolphin. Not huge, but it's a keeper without a doubt. Dolphin in the boat. All right, that thing made a mess. I gotta clean this up real quick and I'll hold him up. That is the first dolphin I've ever caught solo in a dolphin from an 18-foot skiff, something that floats in 10 inches of water. Dude, I'm like in disbelief right now. All right, guys, check out how cool that is. That is my very first that's actually the very first dolphin I think I've ever caught. About 25 to the fork, so it is legal. This is definitely a good eating size one, but beautiful. Just absolutely unreal colors on this fish. And the bench seat under there full of ice. Threw him in there right as I got him in the boat because he was freaking out, but beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colors. We're gonna go ahead and take this guy and put him right back in the on ice there, but so cool, man. That is sick. All right, getting a fresh bait here. I'm gonna toss it back behind the boat. Keep trolling. I'm learning something. Seemed like that dolphin was on some bait. Like, it seemed like where I saw that sailfish, I saw bait, and I was like, oh, maybe that sailfish was just feeding. And trolled through there, that dolphin grabbed it. That, like, I can't say enough how cool that is. All right, I'm gonna put this rod back in the rod holder and just bump troll around. See if I can find another. All right, I guess never mind. Nothing was on my bait. Keep pumping. Probably gonna do this a little bit longer and then try to find something else. I don't know if that dolphin was just pure luck or I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something here, but oh, sure, cool. I'd like to get another one, but or a bigger one, but I want to look for cobia and kings today as well. So. All right, well, I've been running around looking for things that could be holding triple tail, and probably the most common thing I've seen out here is balloons. Don't be the person to let your balloon go. Dang, this is a strong balloon. All right, one of the most common things out here are balloons floating, and a lot of times they have triple tail on them, which is cool, but not good. Not good. Balloons are very bad. I think for sea turtles primarily, because sea turtles will eat them thinking they're jellyfish, but that's the first like good thing I found that could be holding a triple tail, but we got a few more miles to run before we get to the spot, but oh, there's something else right there actually. All right, no surprise there. Another balloon. Bunch of little fish on it, but we'll pick up this stuff, keep looking for triple tail, keep moving. Balloon number 3. All right, I'm gonna drop bait down on a spot I have here. I'm not seeing anything, not much action, not much bait, but we'll try it. There's some good marks about, I don't know, 20 feet off the bottom. Don't know what they are. I'm gonna just hit the free line. I have no clue what this is. It is so heavy that I feel like it has to be a shark, but I don't know for sure. Doesn't feel like a shark though. I don't feel like these runs are sharky. All right, just came off. I just had the bait free line back behind the boat. I'm assuming it was a shark, but I guess I don't know for certain. Did it break me off? Did it just come unglued? I don't know. I mean, it felt good, but I feel like it was an absurdly heavy fish that like it just had to be a shark. Yeah, it cut me off. Cut me clean. Oh, shark. All right, so there was a big bull shark that came to the boat with a huge cobia on its back, but I didn't really have a bait on at the time because I was getting picked and grabbed, or I don't even remember what happened, but he came by and left. So I think there's a bunch of kingfish under the boat now. The screen is just absolutely lit up. I've got a stinger rig here. I'm gonna go ahead and rig up a thread fin and throw it out there and see if I can find a king. There we go. I think that's a king. That might be a big king. Might be. Keyword might be. Might be a big king. It's coming right at me. Thing just got hammered. It's swimming at me now. That run was insane. Huge run and then just swimming at me now. Big king. Big, big, big king. I don't know how big, maybe 15 pounds. Not an expert here in any of this, so if a big king isn't really this big, please don't make fun of me. Feels big to me. Oh yeah, big kingfish. Big boy. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Dude, unreal. This is why I got this fish box completely designed to be completely empty and throw fish right in there. Check out that king. Get that gaff out of there. Oh guys, check out how sick that is. That has got to be, I mean, it's not a monster kingfish, definitely get bigger than this, but for me in a skiff right here, right now, this guy, I mean, he's gotta be 15 pounds at least, maybe 20 pounds. A sick, that is the first kingfish on the boat. So we have the first kingfish on the Evo today and the first dolphin. So sick, this guy's going on ice, but an absolute beauty. There's some cobia around the boat right now, so I'm gonna lock in, see if I can get one. All right, check this out. I just threw that king in the well, but check out these cobia under the boat right here. Oh, they just came in close. They went back down. I didn't see a keeper. One was decent size, probably 33 inches, but not quite a keeper. He just went down. There's some bull sharks working around. Them cobia, I need to get them back up here. Maybe bring in a big one. Check this out. Look at these cobia right at the boat. Chumming up some baits for them. Look at that shark too, crazy. Look at that cobia, he's gonna come up and eat that bait. He's a little small. I don't know, I'm tempted to catch him. Here he's gonna come up and eat that. Yep, here he comes. Oh, turned off it. Thought about it, but didn't commit. Right here at the boat. Nice little cobia. Oh, here comes one. Gonna eat my bait. Definitely gonna eat it. Yep, got it. Oh, spit it out. Bunch of cobia, bunch of sharks. There's a decent one in there. That one's decent right there. He might, he's decent. Eat it. Cobia are being pretty smart right now, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty smart. Come all the way up to the boat when I'm throwing like cut bait and stuff like that, and then I throw a live bait at them, and it's like they knows it, but like aren't committing to it. I think I'm gonna get a king right here. I'm feeling it. Want something? Yep, there it is. Oh! Okay, don't know what that is. Might have been a king. Let's see, did it break me? Nope, didn't. Oh, jeez. Dude, broke the wire leader. That had to have been a... Dude, that had to have been a shark. I don't know, can kings break wire leader? Thought that was the point of the wire leader, that they couldn't break it. I mean, that thing got hit hard. I don't know if it was a king, but that was pretty sweet. I'm gonna retie here. Alright, just got broken off on the stinger rig. I'm gonna tie up here again, throw it back out there, see if I can figure out maybe what it was. I haven't had any decent cobia come by the boat in a minute, but they come and go. I feel like a little bit of action, a little bit of stuff going on, chum a little bit, they start to come around, but I haven't seen any keepers, so that's the only like annoying part. Just no big ones. A lot of them are just about 30 inches, it seems like. There's a bite. That sounds like a king. That sounds like a king. Like insanely fast, drag, scream, and runs. Then it seems like they kind of just circle back to the boat. Feels heavy. Yeah, come on. Come on. Dude, I hope this is a big king and not a shark. I don't know. Don't know. Doesn't feel like a shark. It's swimming with, it's like swimming back to me. It's not head shaking. It feels like a king. Oh. Just haven't seen it yet, so who knows. Yeah, swimming right back at me fast. Come on, man. Unless it's a big cobia. I don't know, I feel like it's digging at this point. Like, this is heavy. Oh. Got me at the braid? I don't know, maybe that was a shark. Those runs felt so fast that, like, it had, shoot, that, I don't know, I guess that could have been a shark. No way of knowing, though. I never saw it. Guess I gotta retie. Bunch of cobia right here. Throw a bait back behind the boat again, sit and wait. The cobia that are like right here at the boat that have been like hanging out kind of all day. I don't know, I just haven't seen that like true giant. Easy cobia on it. There it is. Nice cobia. Got him on the stinger rig. I can hope for the best. Nice cobia. I don't know if he's sized, but hammered the stinger rig. There was a huge shark that came in, brought in a couple cobia on the back, and I could see him, and I just tossed it in there. And he just chased it down and just hammered it. Just hopefully don't get sharked. It might be my keeper. He was far away. Like, he looked close from like 50 feet away. Come on, man. I might need the net. Once I see him at the boat, I'll know if he's... Oh! I think he got sharked. I don't lie, I think he got sharked. Taking a minute here to get something to drink and something to eat. And we're gonna head on in. I'm out of baits. Wind's picking up a little bit. And I gotta handle that king and that dolphin. What a day, honestly. That is the first dolphin and the first kingfish this Evo has seen. So super cool. I feel like I should have caught a few more fish, but I'm totally learning. I got broken off by a handful of fish. I know I lost a cobia to a shark. I think the shark actually just swam into the line. He didn't actually take the cobia, but that was unfortunate. And other than that, I don't know. I could have had a nice cobia today. Probably could have caught a couple little ones, but I didn't mess with them unless they were, I could visually see that they were like close to keeper. So we are gonna pick the trolling motor up, head on in, and got a decent ride ahead of us. Alrighty guys, well, we've made it back to the house now, safe and sound, back on land, and here is our kingfish, a beautiful one. We did weigh him, weighed about 17.5 pounds, so a nice one. They definitely get a whole lot bigger than this, but pretty dang cool to get from from the skiff. But yeah, first kingfish for the Evo, and I'm sure we've got many more to come, but we are going to smoke this guy up. And at the very moment, I don't have a recipe for smoking, but we're going to go ahead and just fillet him up, and I'm going to chunk him up, and I think we'll do the actual smoking tomorrow. We're going to make some fish dip, but let's get this guy filleted, and then we can move on to our dolphin, and we'll start with this. Let's do it. Alright guys, well, not an absolute behemoth dolphin or anything, but a beautiful one. They all are so beautiful and so colorful. Unfortunately, when they've been sitting in the cooler for a little while, they lose a lot of their color, but you can see that green and the yellow and the blue, the spots. Really, really cool fish. And I honestly could not be more excited about this thing. Catching a dolphin from a skiff is, I mean, I wouldn't say it's necessarily rare, but it just takes like just the right day of fishing and a lot of things to go right for, you know, a dolphin to end up in a little 18-foot boat that floats in like, you know, 9 inches. We're 25 miles out, you know. It's super, super cool. But we're gonna go ahead and clean this guy up, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow because we're gonna start working on that smoked kingfish. So it is the next day now, and we are in the kitchen, and it is time to get started on our smoked kingfish brine. Now, for this whole recipe I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, I actually used my buddy Victor from Landshark Outdoors. He made a video a while back on smoked kingfish, and I watched a ton of videos on how to do it. I've never done it before, obviously, and his recipe just seems super simple, and I really like that. Used a lot of basic ingredients, didn't overcomplicate it, and I think that's what kind of cook I am. I like to keep things super simple, especially when it comes to fish, or like you guys seen me cook snipe or duck. I like to keep it super simple. So we're gonna get started on our brine now. It is a wet brine, and it's super simple. It's just salt, brown sugar, and Victor used a little bit of garlic powder, so I'm gonna try it as well. Basically mix it all together, put it in water, and we're gonna let it sit for 24 hours. But we're gonna go ahead and get it going now. Our fish did weigh. I weighed up, all the fish right here. It came to about 6 pounds. So we're hopefully gonna get roughly 6 pounds of kingfish dip, which is quite a bit. And I think I mentioned yesterday, the total weight of that kingfish was about 17.5 pounds. So we got 6 pounds of meat from it. So that is pretty cool. But let's get started and make that wet brine. All right, so we got a huge, big bowl here, just filled with water. We're gonna go in with a cup of brown sugar. And we're gonna use equal parts salt. So we're gonna go in with a cup of salt as well. Sprinkle in a little bit of garlic powder. One thing I noticed about all the recipes and videos I watched about smoking kingfish and kingfish dips is everybody does it a little bit differently. And what that lets me know is it's probably pretty hard to mess it up. You can do it a handful of different ways, put your own spin on it, and I think it's gonna come out pretty good no matter what. But we're gonna get that mixed up. We'll get our fish in. I also saw some people do dry brines where they essentially sprinkle all the brown sugar, the salt onto the meat as well. Helps pull out the blood from the fish and get it ready for the smoker. All right, and there's our kingfish, beautiful chunks. I tried to keep everything, or cut everything nice and even together, and the bone is still in there. And from what I've learned is once you smoke it, you should be able to pull any bones out. Skin will come off real easy as well once it's smoked and everything's cooked. But we'll go ahead and go on in, and simple as that. Simple as that. Hopefully it all fits in this bowl here, but just beautiful colors on this kingfish. I mean, really cool. I'm new to it all, as I said before, but so cool. All right, I just made a huge mistake. I didn't realize I had 2 bags of kingfish, so when I said I had 6 pounds of meat, that was actually wrong. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, this is about 4.5 pounds of meat right here. I didn't even realize I had 2-gallon bags of kingfish. Okay, 10 pounds total of meat, so we'll get about 10 pounds of smoked kingfish dip. I was thinking that's kind of weird. I only had 6 pounds of meat from a 17-pound kingfish, but this makes a lot more sense. 10 total pounds of meat. I might need another bowl here for brine. This is a lot of meat here. All right, I made it work. Just gonna wrap this here, and then we are going to put it in the fridge. Like I said, 24 hours is what we're gonna do. All right, we are wrapped up. Let's put it in the fridge, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, well, after 24 hours of brining our kingfish here, we are ready to go for the smoking process. We have the Gorilla Grill's Silverback right behind me. That's my smoker. I've done everything in it, brisket, pork, wings, burgers, bunch of stuff. But this is my first time smoking fish, so I'm really excited. We kept the seasoning process super simple. Paprika, garlic, onion powder. Like I said earlier, I don't think you can actually go wrong with this. Kind of put whatever spin on it you want, do it however you want, but it smells so good. I cannot imagine what adding some smoke to this and some more ingredients, you know, what it's gonna taste like. I can smell it already, and I can taste it almost already. But we got the smoker at 225, and after this came out of the brining process, patted it down, seasoned, fired up the smoker, and now it is time to put these guys on. It's just gonna be 225 for 2 hours. Then we're gonna pull the meat off, separate it, mix it up, add some more ingredients, and we'll throw it in the fridge. And then after a few hours, it should be ready to eat. But let's get this on the smoker. All right, now as simple as that, I don't remember if I mentioned it, but I am smoking with cedar pellets in the pellet grill here. And we're gonna let that run for about 2 hours or until it reaches an internal temp of 145 degrees. And I'm excited, but I'm gonna run to the store real quick and I'll see you guys back in 2 hours, hopefully, when it is done. All right, well, we are at 2.5 hours on the cook now at 225. I just temped them and we are all at about 145 degrees, which means we are about done. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep a few things inside, and I'm gonna give these guys like another probably 10 minutes and I'll pull them off. But oh, I am excited. Kingfish is done smoking. Seemed like a lot of the skin that was under the fish wanted to stick to the grill grates, but I mean, it came right off, so I guess that's a win. But I'm gonna let it cool down here for a second, then start peeling it apart, loading it up in this big bowl here, and we'll get to mixing and get it going. All right, let's see what we got. So like I said, a lot of the skin ended up coming off on the grill, which is okay. But we're gonna start peeling it apart, seeing what we got, looking for bones. Oh, that fish is white, white, white. Looking for bones, spreading it, getting it real pulled apart. All right, well, that was unreal easy. I mean, took way less time than I thought. That fish just came apart so well, but check that out. That is all ground up. We're gonna add a few ingredients here and wrap it up, but that was way easier than I thought. It smells so good. It is so, I feel like the skin on the outside, well, I shouldn't say skin, but the outside that was catching most of the smoke was nice and crispy. I think that took on a lot of flavor. And then the inside still just nice and moist. I mean, it feels like the perfect texture. I feel like I nailed it, which maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Like I said earlier, I don't think this is super hard to mess up, but honestly, way easier than I imagined. I'm gonna be adding cream cheese, sour cream, and some mayonnaise here. A mix of all three. I've seen plenty of recipes where people just do mayonnaise, or just do sour cream, or just do cream cheese. But I'm gonna mix a little bit of each to kind of get a feel for what I want and see where we're at. So from here on out, we're gonna be basically eyeballing everything until we get the consistency that we want for the dip. Going in with a block of cream cheese here. Start with that. I'll probably start with equal parts cream cheese, sour cream, and mayonnaise, and get it mixed up, see where I'm at. Now, a lot of people use a food processor for this. I don't have a food processor, so I am just going to use my hands, just like this. Food processor probably would have made chopping up everything a whole lot easier. All right, gonna go with our sour cream here. And after mixing in the cream cheese, the dip got a lot more, I guess, like dip and less like just ground up fish. But we'll go with our sour cream, we'll go with the mayonnaise, mix it all up, see where we're at. You know how cats be going like, in theory, if you could put black gloves on a cat, you could probably do this much faster than I could. All right, roughly probably 1.5 cups of diced celery here going in. I diced this as small as I possibly could with a knife. And you want that because it is dip. It's not like a tuna melt or something like that. Like, you want it very fine so you could take a cracker and just dip it, eat it. And you don't want all that chunkiness. So we're gonna go in and we're start mixing our celery, followed by some diced onions, followed by some diced jalapenos. The vegetables are equal parts, so all about 1.5 cups each. Diced onions, in. Diced jalapenos, I left the seeds in. Should give it a decent kick. I mean, come on, let's have some fun with it. All right, added some more sour cream, some coarse ground pepper, and our salt that I felt like we needed, but I think we're just about done here, honestly. Oh, all right. There we go. We're gonna put it in the fridge to cool for a little bit. And Maggie's gonna be home soon, so we're gonna do a little taste test with her, a few different crackers, see what she thinks, and I'll let you guys know what I think, but I think I already know. All right, guys, well, I did my best to put together some nice plating here. We have two different types of crackers. We got Ritz, and then we have saltines. It looks good. It's been sitting in the refrigerator for a couple hours now, and Maggie got home, and we're gonna try it together. Now, I've tried it quite a few times, but Maggie has not yet tried it, so I want her to give her honest reaction. Now, if it isn't good, I want you to be honest and say that it's not good. But I think it's gonna be pretty good. So, let's see. You gonna go with the Ritz or you gonna go with the saltine? Ritz. The Ritz are actually garlic and butter Ritz, so.
Oh, fancy.
Fancy. I figured they might go pretty good with it. I don't know. Questionable? Unsure?
No, it's pretty good.
Pretty good?
It's pretty good. It's a very fish forward. Is that celery? I'm trying to figure out what you put in it.
Celery, onions, jalapeno.
Oh.
There's mayo, sour cream, and cream cheese.
And you blended it in a food processor.
No, no food processor.
No.
No,
Oh.
just my hands. And a knife.
Oh. Wow, it gets really, really fine. Pretty good.
Pretty good. It's pretty good. I think after it sits in the fridge for like overnight, I think it'll be even better. It'll give it time for everything to kind of, I think the flavors to just continue blending together. And it being really cold, it's not actually really cold right now because it's only been in the fridge for, I don't know, 2 hours or so. But I think it'll be even better tomorrow. We got a lot to eat, maybe some to give away.
Definitely.
Definitely some to give away. But if you guys enjoyed this video, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a pretty neat one. Dolphin, kingfish. Hope you learned something. And let me know down below if you have a kingfish dip recipe, smoked kingfish dip. Let me know down in the comments. What did I do? What would you do different, or what do you like more? Is there anything like that? Let me know down in the comments because I'm very curious. I'm new to all of the offshore stuff, and I'm trying to learn. Maggie, thank you for helping me with my taste test.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
I would give it probably a 7.
7?
A 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad for the first try. There's a couple things that I would do differently, but I feel like the more and more I make this, the better it'll get. Kind of get things dialed in. But cool. Well, thank you guys so much for watching today, and I'll see you guys in that next video.
Bye.
Bye.